viewers, welcome back to Fun and Learn with Najat. Let's cook. Dim diye puishak. So you take a big pan like this and put some oil on it.
Half cup.
Half a cup of oil, because we're frying it, so it's gonna need oil. Oil is mandatory for it. After it's heated up, you put chopped garlic. We would expect it to look like this. And then some chopped onions. It doesn't look any different, but tell me it is. And then, this is optional. You add some chopped green chilies. The more spicy you want it, the more you add. The less spicy, the less, or not add it at all. It's your choice, actually, not mandatory. Once you put the 3 chopped items in the pan, you will wait and move it until it's golden brown. So it's easy to tell it's golden brown because the garlic and the onion is white, so it'll be easier to tell if it's golden brown. This might be a weird start off to you, but trust me, this is how it starts off. And then, after a while, we add turmeric powder. The turmeric powder that you need is half a spoon. Not too much. So this is now turned golden brown, and we have moved it to one side so we can fry other items on the other side of the pan. You can just move it simply on the other side. And then you take the eggs, approximately 2 eggs, and then you put it on the other side of the pan and fry it, like so. See, I'm an expert now. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, so you will fry it like this, little by little. Don't rush, otherwise it won't fry good. And then, oh yeah, I forgot. Don't waste it. Try to get every bit of egg, because the more you have, the better. So then slowly it will become like scrambled eggs. And after it does become like scrambled eggs, you add the spinach. So I forgot to tell you this as well, but once it does become scrambled egg, you also add the chopped garlic, the chopped onions, and the chopped, what's it called again? Oh, right, green peppers together. And then once it's mixed on the other underneath, you add the spinach on top. Just remember that this may look a lot right now, but actually leaves, when you cook these kinds of plant food, they actually shrink. So you need a lot of them. And don't dump them all together because it takes a while for it to process. Before adding the salt, let the leaves process and shrink. So you have to wait for the leaves to shrink first, because then the leaves will be thick enough and will feel solid to eat. So once it shrinks to a certain size, you will add the salt later. So you have a good amount. I was just explaining the amount of salt. So when you would move it to make sure it gets the heat and shrinks, and then once you do, after amount of certain time, you cover it. Okay, so after 5 to 10 minutes of waiting, we are now going to add salt. And we are now going to add salt because we have a good, reasonable amount of spinach. So we know how much salt to give. We're not adding too much, nor too less. It's salt to taste, technically. But don't add too much or too less, otherwise it won't taste good. And after you add the salt, make sure to move it so the salt gets distributed to all of them. After moving it a bit, we are gonna cover it again for another few minutes. Okay, so after 5 minutes of waiting, we once again take the shield off. And as you can see in the curry, there is a lot of juice or water. Let's say extra water. So once you see this, you do not have to cover the spinach again. The reason why we're not going to cover it again is so the water evaporates into the air and whoosh, disappears. Okay, so now we're cooking the pan on medium heat, and we're going to keep it on medium heat until it's well done. So our goal in this recipe was to slightly fry the spinach and for the water to go away. So we left the pan open without covering it, and most of the water is evaporated, which means it's gone into the air, and most of it's gone. And we think that the spinach is fried right now, so it is ready. So this is a super easy recipe that you can make at home and enjoy with your family. But one suggestion that I should say is that this tastes good with white rice, because it would be weird to eat a curry all by itself. So it's meant to be with rice. That's the best option, and it is delicious. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this recipe. Stay with me, like and subscribe. Bye!